In a moment, we will begin the listening comprehension section of the test. Break the seal and open your test book to the first page. Read the directions for Section 1 in your test book as you listen to the directions on this recording. Do not read ahead or turn the pages until you are told to do so. Section 1, Listening Comprehension. In this section of the test, you will have an opportunity to demonstrate your ability to understand conversations and talks in English. There are 3 parts to this section with special directions for each part. Answer all the questions on the basis of what is stated or implied by the speakers in this test. Do not turn the pages until you are told to do so. Part A. Directions. In Part A, you will hear short conversations between 2 people. After each conversation, you will hear a question about the conversation. The conversations and questions will not be repeated. After you hear a question, read the 4 possible answers in your test book and choose the best answer. Then, on your answer sheet, find the number of the question and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer you have chosen. Here is an example. On the recording, you hear,
"I don't like this painting very much."
Neither do I.
"What does the man mean?" In your test book, you read, A. He does not like the painting either. B. He does not know how to paint. C. He does not have any paintings. D. He does not know what to do. You learn from the conversation that neither the man nor the woman likes the painting. The best answer to the question, "What does the man mean?" is A. He does not like the painting either. Therefore, the correct choice is A. Go on to the next page. Now, we will begin Part A with the first conversation. Number 1.
Are you ready to head over to the library? Oh, do you have your student ID card with you this time?
It's right here. I must have left it in my room. I'll be right back.
What will the man probably do? Number 2.
You don't know of any inexpensive hotels in Paris, do you? It just has to be clean and in a fairly quiet neighborhood.
I know a place. It's pretty cheap, brand new, but the rooms are tiny. Let me get the info about it for you.
What does the woman mean? Number 3.
My upstairs neighbor was playing loud music until late last night. I'm exhausted today.
Why don't you talk to your neighbor about it before it happens again?
What does the woman suggest the man do? Number 4.
Hey, Dan. Do you think you might hurry up just a bit? You've been standing in front of that sandwich counter forever. And, I've got a class in 10 minutes. And so do you, by the way.
Sorry. I just wish they didn't give you so many choices.
What does the man imply? Number 5.
So, are you going to see the student play tonight?
I doubt it. I'm still getting over the flu.
What does the man mean? Number 6.
Oh, hey, I still owe you some money from last week. Let me buy you a soda.
I already had one at lunch, so...
What can be inferred from the conversation? Number 7.
I met your roommate in the library today. She seems like a really serious person to me.
Nah, she's just shy, that's all.
What does the woman imply? Number 8.
So, Jack, how do you like your new computer? Is that model as great as everyone says it is?
Well, the computer itself is terrific, but I called the manufacturer with a simple question, and they put me on hold for over 30 minutes.
What does the man imply? Number 9.
If you're free after lunch, what do you say we check out that new exhibit at the museum?
I've got a meeting at 3, so I might have to leave the museum earlier than you, but sure.
What does the woman mean? Number 10.
I think the best way to prepare for this test is to study together in the library.
But I've always studied alone before, and it's worked pretty well for me so far.
What does the woman mean? Number 11.
I'd like to buy a ticket to tonight's basketball game. Is there a discount for university students?
There is, but if you become a member of the recreation club, your ticket will be even cheaper.
What does the woman imply? Number 12.
It's so convenient to live in a dormitory on campus. I get to sleep later than when I lived at home because all my classes are just a short walk away.
I'm going to save so much time when I move into a dorm next year.
What can be inferred about the man? Number 13.
I'm so confused by this new classification system the library is using. Someone said there's an explanation of it in the student handbook?
There is. That's how I learned how to use it.
What can be inferred about the woman? Number 14.
So, do you know anything about this Professor Anderson who's joining the archaeology faculty next year? I can't understand why everyone's talking about him.
You can't be serious. Professor Anderson's only about the best-known scholar in the field, not to mention the author of a textbook that practically every university uses.
Why is the woman surprised? Number 15.
We'll probably get to the bridge over the bay in about 5 minutes. Wow! According to this map, it's about 10 miles long.
We'd better stop now then. The gas gauge is already close to empty.
What does the woman suggest they do? Go on to the next page. Number 16.
I have a terrible sore throat. I think I'm going to go down to the drugstore and see if they have anything for it.
I don't know. I think you should get it checked out before you start taking anything.
What does the man suggest the woman do? Number 17.
I can't believe it. I just tried to buy a snack from the machine in the bookstore. You know, the snack machine in the corner. And it just ate my money again. I think I'm going to file a complaint.
Great idea. I'm tired of losing money in that thing.
What does the man mean? Number 18.
What happened? You're walking like your leg hurts.
Oh, it's probably just a pulled muscle. I started an exercise class last night and did some stretches I haven't done in quite some time.
What does the woman imply? Number 19.
Why is your new TV in the back seat of your car?
It suddenly stopped working last night. Can you believe it? So I'm gonna exchange it later today.
What does the woman imply? Number 20.
Thanks for coming with me on the hike today. I hope you enjoyed it.
It was fun, but toward the end there I was starting to run out of energy.
What does the man mean? Number 21.
I heard you almost didn't make it to your history final. What happened?
I got caught in some terrible traffic on my way to campus. Fortunately, I got here in the nick of time.
What does the woman mean? Number 22.
I was in the biology lab early this morning, and when I went to leave, the lock was jammed and I couldn't get out. Luckily, someone heard me calling for help.
Yeah, I heard. I just saw a couple of maintenance workers over there, so you shouldn't have to worry about it happening again.
What does the woman mean? Number 23.
I know you're working at the bookstore next Thursday, but is there any chance you could change your schedule? Some high school students are coming to look at the university that day, and I'd really like you to show them around.
I'll talk to my boss. She's pretty flexible about things like this.
What will the woman probably do? Number 24.
I'm sort of worried about my paper for history class. There were so many facts and dates to include.
You say that about every paper, and then always get a great grade.
What does the woman mean? Number 25.
Good news! My father said that if there's no rush, he can drive up to campus on Saturday and help me move out of my dorm room.
Oh, well, if he's coming, I know I promised to help, but my last exam is on Thursday, and I was hoping to get out of here before the weekend.
What does the man imply? Number 26.
Are you going to see that guest lecturer this afternoon? Or do you have to finish grading exams?
Well, I still have a lot of them to do, but I think I could use the break.
What does the woman imply? Number 27.
Hey, you know the conference room in the library we use for our film club meetings every week? Well, this morning when I tried to reserve it, they told me that we can't use it anymore.
That's right, at least until they finish renovating the arts building. They're using it for arts classes now.
What does the man mean? Number 28.
Tonight's the auditions for the student orchestra. I know my chances aren't very good, but I thought I'd try out anyway. How about you?
Too much of a time commitment. There are rehearsals twice a week as well as a performance once a month.
What does the woman mean? Number 29.
as long as you realize that, for now, this is just a trial period. Well, we can start you out tomorrow morning.
Okay, and to confirm, after 2 weeks, if everything works out, the position becomes permanent and I'll get an automatic pay raise, right?
What can be inferred about the man? Number 30.
I learned a lot during our visit to the archaeological site. You know, we should all contribute to a gift for our archaeology professor as a way to thank him for organizing the trip.
Oh, didn't you hear? Noah's already collecting money. You should talk to him.
What does the woman imply? This is the end of Part A. Go on to the next page. Now read along as the directions for Part B are being read.